Welcome to D&DY How To. This is the web series where we teach you how to get involved in D&D. If you're new, if you found the podcast because you love comedy and you want to start to play the game for yourself, we're going to bring you into our world.
Yeah, very exciting. My name is Marco Bertuzzo. I'm normally the dungeon master of the podcast, but today I'm going to be the fresh, new, wide-eyed D&D player making his new character. And with me, we have Adriano, who is our lore master, who will tell me all the things. And CJ, who is a creative master.
Yes.
And will be helping me make a better character. Because
yes.
It's not just about the numbers. It's not just about the character.
Oh, I'm your left brain.
Together.
Wow.
So smart.
Invest.
Which one's the angel? Which one's the devil?
Most likely
Both devils.
Both devils. Yeah, both devils.
Good.
Rub them, yes.
Do it.
Faster.
Do it.
Harder. Shoot him. We're just trying to one-up each other on how to destroy whatever we've come into contact with.
Okay.
So what are we doing on this episode, Marco?
This episode, we're going to be making a character. Making a character is really the first step of playing D&D, and often it's the scariest, it's the one that people get most intimidated by, because there's a lot of numbers, there's a lot of charts, it's kind of heady.
It's the foundation of everything you're going to do.
Yeah, it can be intimidating, but we're going to show you it's really, really not, because what you need to do to make a good character is think of a fun person you want to play. Ignore all the numbers at first, ignore all the classes at first. The most important part of creating a character is saying, hey, I want to play this sort of person. And the rest will come from that. So, today we are going to come up with a person that we want to play.
Right.
And we want him to be a little magic-y and a little fighty, because I'm indecisive. I haven't played D&D before. I don't know if I want magic or brawn.
Right.
Or you want the best of both worlds.
Yeah,
it's
maybe
a good way.
I kind of want to do a little bit of both.
Good way to have your finger in as many pies as possible.
Yeah. So even right now, you're saying like, well, what?
So we're making a pie maker?
Making a pie maker.
Yeah. Finger in all the pies. Pie Nancy. Yeah. So even just the way that you like to play characters is what you got to start thinking about. So, I'm gonna go and say I want a kind of fighter / magician who loves pies. That's gonna be the basis of our character.
Over or under 5 cream pie jokes in this video. Gotta set it now.
No, now that you've called it out, it's going to be under.
Okay, we'll
just ruined it. So, if you go back and listen to the class episode and the race episode, you'll get a better understanding of what we're talking about when we say things like bard, fighter, wizard, rogue, elf, human, stuff like that. We're going to assume that you have watched those videos. If you haven't, it's a great time to go back and watch them now.
Just click here.
Click one of those spots. And you will be brought to those videos. If not, I'm going to say that I have decided to make a human bard. What do we decide on? Human
Druid.
I'm so glad that I have my brain here.
Yes.
So we're going to make, right here on the top of the screen, we're going to be level 1.
Right.
Class. Druid. Really nice. Race. Human. Background we're going to get to. And we need a name.
Right brain?
So he's a pie maker.
Yeah.
Pieman. Pieman's the last name.
Pieman?
Yeah.
Pieman.
Yeah.
Broken
Pieman.
Ripped Pieman.
Ripped
Pieman.
Ripped Pieman.
Ripped Pieman.
Wait.
Yeah.
Ripped Pieman. Yeah.
I made it
Fantastic.
more fantasy
Yeah.
with the apostrophe.
Absolutely. More fantasy.
That's what I said.
Good.
The memory center, we killed him.
Yeah.
The memory part of the brain
I'm
was
memory
destroyed.
center.
Yeah.
Destroyed. Obliterated. So, Mr. Right Brain, right? Left Brain. Left Brain.
We killed him.
I had I'd steam.
Welcome to D&DY, everybody.
Let's start over. New character. I want to make Ripped Pieman, and I want to get all the stats and everything. What is going to be my first step other than picking human and druid?
So we've chosen these now, and now we have to see what those things grant us.
Yeah,
cool. Being a human, being a druid, afford us certain things, and they'll tell us what we can do, and so we're going to find out what those things are.
Awesome.
We're going to flip in the player's handbook. We're going to flip over to, let's do human first.
Yeah.
Right? We're going to see where we come from, sort of thing. So it gives us some of the lore of, some possible names, where you come from, sort of how you grew up, your loyalties, things like that. We're going to focus right now on the actual numbers of it.
Okay.
So we'll go over to the human traits.
Now, don't stress too hard about these numbers if you don't know what exactly each one mean. You'll figure it out as you play, or you can watch more videos. Don't stress.
Fairly intuitive.
So we're just going to sort of read it word by word, plug it in, and then it's going to spit out our character. So here it says, ability scores increase by 1.
Cool.
So right here on the left side.
All of them. Okay.
So we're going to make little notes.
+1.
+1.
Everything gets a +1. That's good. 'Cause humans are good at
Balance.
everything. Just what I wanted Rip Pie to be.
Riptide.
A little bit Ripped
Pieman.
Pieman. Ripped Pieman. I said it right.
Mm-hmm.
Good at everything.
We have age. Humans reach adulthood in the late teens. So this can be headcanon for us.
Right.
I want him to be... Oh, I don't think we have it on our sheet. I'm going to just type it in down there. I'm going to be 25-year-old.
You're 25 euros?
Mhm.
Is that a...
That's a currency in
25 euros.
Euros.
There, 25 years
25
old.
yo.
25 yo.
He hasn't reached adulthood
Nope.
yet.
No. Not mentally.
It also talks about our alignment. They're good and bad.
Mhm.
I think this will come in
Right.
in later roleplay. Size. It means we're from 5 to 6 feet tall. Medium. Is
Medium.
what we need.
Cool. So I'm going to write over there, medium.
Just
Now on the standard D&D class sheets, they've got spaces for all these things. The D&D UI ones are much more pared down, a lot cleaner. You generally don't change sizes, so we decided.
These
really
are meant to be able to easily navigate whilst drunk.
Yeah,
there you go.
that's why.
Usually you remember how tall you are.
Yeah, and what size you are.
Raph always remembers how tall he is, and he constantly reminds you how tall he is.
No, but I'm 5 feet, so why can't I jump over this building? 5'6".
Think about it. Think about it.
Think about it.
Think about it.
So our next number, we're looking at speed.
Yes.
Our base walking speed is 30 feet.
This is important.
That is a very important number. So I've written under speed 30.
That's going to tell us how fast we can run in battle.
Absolutely.
Languages.
Cool.
So it tells us we can write common, which is the sort of the English of the D&D world, and 1 extra language. Elvish? Why not?
Elvish.
Seems to be popular. With the kids these days, yo?
Ripped Pieman communes with the elves.
It does.
He does.
Elvish.
Elvish.
It's like somebody with a lisp trying to say Elvis.
Yeah.
Elvish.
Or it's just like, it's kind of Elvish.
Yeah, it's
It's
Elvish.
Elvish.
Yeah, it's Elvish.
Kind of elven.
You ruined it, Marco.
I know. I know. Stickler for...
Elvish lives.
Uh,
So now we're going to go to Druid.
Cool.
That's the other half of our...
Boom. It was
That's
so
the left
simple.
brain, right brain.
So simple to pick our race.
So, Druid, we're going to assume we are level 1.
Yes.
Yes. This is our first character. We're starting from the base. Your DM
Always-
might have other ideas, but...
Generally, you should be starting at level 1 if it's your first time playing. Starting at level 10 is just going to be way too much coming at you. If you've never played before, start at level 1. It's still really, really, really fun.
yeah. And it's really satisfying to
Yeah.
level up. So
I actually feel like it's more fun to play low-level character than high-level characters.
I would tend to agree, and it's you get the
You feel
satisfaction
more
of
danger.
reaching level 2 the first time. When you get 10 to 11, it's not as exactly. Anyway.
Not as cool. Anyways, you can
So-
proceed.
we're going to scroll over to the Druid. We get some, flavor about the Druid, what the things he likes to do, the things he likes to kill. And then class features is where we're focusing here.
Cool. So this gives my character a job.
Yes.
The things that I'm good at.
Tells you how you handle things in the world.
Cool.
First thing it's going to give us is hit points. So how healthy we are. Our health in pretty much any video game is HP health points.
Yeah.
Right? So it's going to say, at first level, 8 plus your constitution modifier.
Okay.
Now we don't have the con just yet.
So plug in the 8 and then.
So we're going to keep a
Right.
note there.
8 plus con.
Yep. Proficiencies.
Cool.
So these are things that we have trained in. Armor, we have light armor, medium armor,
light. Medium.
and shields. Like how you're using the Canadian spelling?
Of course, I speak the Queen's English.
There we go. Weapons, we have clubs, daggers, darts, javelins, maces, quarterstaffs, scimitars, sickles, slings, and spears.
Right. Maybe we remember that. And then, when we're choosing our weapon, we want to make sure we choose something we're proficient.
One of those things.
Yes.
We'll come back to this. Tools, herbalism kit.
See, this is interesting stuff.
Ah.
Yes.
This is good for pie making.
Yeah, because you get the different berries in the pie.
Berries.
Cherry.
Cherries. You don't want... No, it's too easy. It's too easy to make the chicken berries, Michael.
Saving throws.
Okay.
Scroll up to the top. Saving throws. Do those things when someone tries to outwit us.
Yep.
Or tries to cast a spell on us. We're able to save from.
We have
We're better prepared against.
Essentially, this just means we have a proficiency on them, so all I have to do is go tick, and then we'll remember that in the future.
Yep.
Where can we get this sheet online in PDF form?
DNDY.com.
Boom.
Boom.
Skills. In the goodies section.
Yeah.
Skills.
Ooh.
So, whoa, hello.
Hello, Internet. We're famous. Oh!
I'll hold. So, skills we've trained in, we're proficient at. We get to choose.
Cool.
Shape our character a little bit. Choose 2 from Arcana, which is magic. Animal handling.
Right.
Ooh.
Steed riding. Insight. Figuring out people's thoughts. Medicine. Applying pies to wounds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nature. Harvesting for pies.
Yeah, scavenging for pies.
Perception. Seeing which pies are done. Religion. Worshipping the pie god.
Worshipping the pie god.
And survival. Eat a bad
Eating
pie.
Yeah. What do you do?
Oh no, not getting a sore stomach after you've eaten pie.
The whole pie.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
I feel that medicine and nature should be Ripped Pieman's things because he's a helper.
Yeah.
He's a combatant, but he also wants to help people
Yeah, he does.
with pies.
He wants to make the world a better place.
It also tells us we know Druidic language.
Hey,
Oh, cool.
that's another one you can plug
So
in.
this is like a secret speaks among thieves sort of language. Only other druids know it.
Cool.
So at first level, you get 2 cantrips of your choice.
So, cantrip, as you were saying.
Yes. Cantrip is a spell that you can cast at will, which means you can pretty much use it endlessly.
Infinitely.
Mhm.
All the other spells, you have spell slots, which means you can only use them a certain number of times per day. Cantrips,
It's like you're
cast
using all your
forever.
mana juice and shooting it out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Putting all your
We're
friends into one
gonna...
pie.
There we go. I was waiting for it.
Yes.
I'm glad you picked it up. So cantrips, we get 2 cantrips from your choice from the druid spell list.
Cool.
So I'm gonna go over at the end here, find the druid spell list, and we're gonna pick things that sound cool to us. Because
You
that's
should
how
probably read them.
D&D works.
We're gonna pick them quickly.
So it gives us cantrips at first level: Druid Craft, Guidance, Mending, Poison Spray, Produce
Poison
Flame,
spray.
Boysenberry pie.
Oof, Resistance, Shillelagh, and Thorn Whip.
Thorn whip. Thorn whip.
Boom.
Radical.
So the Druid table shows how many spell slots, as you said, you have to cast your spells at first level and higher. So I'm gonna flip over to the Druid spell thing, and I have 2 first level spell slots.
Boop. 2.
Excellent. It also tells me my proficiency bonuses too.
So we scroll up to proficiency bonus,
Yep.
which is there.
And that's going to be for every character at first level.
Yeah, so when I use my weapon that I have proficiency on, I had 2. I use spells that I have proficiency, I had 2. Skill checks with proficiency, even those saving throws, the into wisdom
All the
ones,
things we ticked off.
all the things will have 2.
It tells us how we can calculate our spell casting. Now that we started typing in these cantrips and stuff.
Casting.
So let's fill this in here.
My casting ability is going to be based off of
Wisdom.
Whiz. So I'm right, Whiz.
So how well do you know nature?
Yeah, Whiz plus 2 because of my proficiency.
And then they don't prepare spells, so we can skip that.
Okay.
But our spell attack is going to be proficiency plus whiz.
2
Wisdom.
plus Whiz.
And our spell save is 8 plus proficiency plus whiz. So
8.
10.
10
Yeah.
plus Whiz. Now we're writing in Whiz right now because we don't yet know our wisdom modifiers or any of our other stat points. But as soon as we get those, you can punch everything in, and that's essentially just the rote number mathing part of the character sheet.
They're coming.
Awesome. So that's pretty much the big things we need from here.
Cool.
Now we're going to choose our background.
Absolutely.
Flip
The
over.
background is this new addition that they put in 5th edition that really helped define your character, especially if you've never played a character before. The way the 5th edition was really written is if you're a grognard and a really advanced player, you already know how to build a character, you can do all that. So it's geared towards new people who have never played a character before. So it has things like backgrounds where it helps define who you are, where you come from, why you're going on a quest, you know?
Right.
Sometimes you don't do a dungeon just because you're in a dungeon. You do a dungeon because you're trying to save your orphan family. That's important to you.
Motivations.
Yeah.
So some of the backgrounds it gives us are acolyte, so a wiseman,
Wiseman.
a wiseman, a charlatan,
Ah.
not so wiseman, a
Not so
wisecrackenman, a criminal, entertainer, guild artisan. Who's
Oh.
their baker in here?
For sure.
Yeah, for sure there's a
We're
baker in there.
Definitely the guild artisan.
Mm,
Would have been B at
Oh,
the
I didn't
top
see it.
there. No.
Oh, yeah. 8 cookers and bakers.
guild
Perfect.
artisan. So we've chosen, this is how we grew up. These are the things we hold dear to us. This is our background. So the things it gives us is some more skill proficiencies, things we are proficient in. Insight and persuasion,
Nice.
because we know people, know how to speak to them, know how to sell our pies.
So we have insight and persuasion.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We know that you want to buy, and we can sell you one.
Yeah.
One type of artisan tools, I'm going to say baking instruments.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Rolling pins.
Ooh. Cool.
And it gives us another language,
Great.
Cool.
if we like.
Absolutely.
Dwarvish.
Sounds great. Dwarves like to eat.
Morvin.
So you know those guys on the street, like in the marketplace, where you're like, oh no English, and then they switch into the language that you pretend to speak.
This
That's
is us. This
Yes.
is us. You don't want to buy?
Oh, don't worry about it.
What do you speak?
I feel like I'm a street pie vendor. I have
Mhm.
a pie cart. I don't have
Pie
like a
carts.
bakery. I have
Yeah.
a pie cart.
Yeah, you're a nomad.
It's much less official.
Mm-hmm.
It's much sketchier.
Yeah.
You're nomadic, and you just produce pies.
The
You don't-
cops come,
people
roll the
can't-
card over.
People can't even necessarily see where you bake the pies, but you just know that you always have
So we're
another pie.
going
for sale.
Sweeney Todd style?
Yes.
Ooh, the plot thickens.
It also gives us some suggested equipment.
Mhm.
This is up to your DM if he wants to give you this equipment. It says like a set of artisan tools, a letter of introduction, traveler's clothes, 15 gold pieces, that sort of thing.
I'm just gonna type it in. Why not?
Sure. So now that we know who we are, we get to shape our stats.
Oh, we don't want to do the backgrounds and stuff like that.
We did.
Personality traits.
That we're gonna make up ourselves. Cool. Yeah. These are suggestions. They give you suggestions of possible flaws, features, motives that you can plug in. But if you're creative like us, we're gonna make it up.
If you are creative and you're missing half of this half of your brain,
Yep.
there's even just a chart you can roll and it'll make the character for you.
Or you can just take the lore of your favorite superhero and apply that to you.
Yeah.
Why not?
Except for Sweeney Todd.
It's Sweeney Todd. Our favorite. Oh, the superhero in all of our hearts. Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd. So
Seems enough.
there are a couple ways to generate your skill numbers. Your ability numbers.
Yes.
Some people like to roll them. That's a little chaotic.
That's a little dicey.
Ooh.
Switch seats with me.
There you can point by. So essentially, like when you start a video game, it asks you to
tick,
distribute
up and
points
down.
into that. And then there's a standard array, which is sort of like you're pretty good at everything. You're okay at some things. You're not so good at one thing.
Yeah.
It's the middle ground.
As a dungeon master, I normally make all my characters do the point spread. That
The standard array.
The standard array.
Yes.
It really stops people from trying to break the game and unintentionally build a really hard to use character, especially if they're new. And it really just takes away a lot of any problems that you could have if you're starting out. And rolling is, I find, a really tough idea because you can just have a bad character.
Yep.
And there's nothing you can do about
Yeah,
it.
just worthless to your party.
Yeah.
Just rolling maxes.
It's like I wanted to play a wizard. I have no intelligence because the
Yeah.
dice rolled
Yeah.
poorly. I can't do anything.
Fun for one-offs and storytelling. Not so
Absolutely.
fun if you want to continue a campaign.
The standard array really is, even when I build my characters, to this day, how I do it.
So the numbers it gives us to plug in: 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 8.
Okay.
Okay.
So 15 and 14 tend to be our better things.
Right.
13, 12, 10, about our average.
That's-
And our 8 is the thing maybe you're not so good at.
Yeah.
Your flaw.
So, we have to decide right away what I'm going to be really good at, what I'm going to be really bad at.
Wisdom.
Ripped Pieman, You think he's wise?
He's wise.
Well, he's going to need it for his spellcasting. You
Yeah.
have to keep that in mind.
Oh,
He's also a barterer and a salesman.
and he has a canon of pie recipes.
So much knowledge.
Right, and he's got to remember all of that.
Eruditely knows all of his recipes. Which
Yes.
hazel does this? And then, okay. So we're probably going to plug 15. Beep bop.
Plus the one.
Plus the one from our humanity, which is 16.
Humanity. I like it.
From our humanity.
Mhm.
Now, the thing I'm going to be really bad at.
Ah, the 16, I think, goes up there. Right?
No, the modifier goes there.
Whatever you like. It's
Yeah.
just easier to see the mod.
Thing I'm going to be really, really bad at, I think, is going to be Constitution. He grew up on the streets, eats some weird pies. Probably
He's
not
kinda
gonna
frail.
Be yeah, probably not going to be the healthiest.
Yeah, he doesn't eat anything except pies.
So it's going to be 8 plus 1, which is going to be 9.
He's got scurvy.
Yeah.
We're also good salesmen. Maybe charisma
Okay.
would be a higher one. What we'd like to say, maybe.
I'm going to put that... I want to fight, so I'm going to put that as 13.
14.
Becomes 14.
Okay. So it depends what kind of fighter we want to be.
That's right.
Do we want to be a bludgeony melee smash, or a more dexterous nimble swordsman?
Probably going to be using his pie implements and baking tools to
Whisks.
slash off his foes. Whisking them away.
Ooh. Thanks, the right brain. So, dexterity. So we're going to go with
14.
14.
Plus 1.
Which makes it 15. Cool.
Sesame Street.
Yeah. Next is we got 13.
What do we want to do?
I feel like between strength and intelligence.
13 we already did.
Oh, 13 we already did.
So we have 12.
12 for strength.
12 for strength, absolutely.
And then we'll just be
13.
like average intelligence.
Yeah,
Right.
normal smart man.
Run of the mill person.
Yeah.
Run of the mill pieman.
Which becomes 11.
Excellent.
Oh, right, yeah, yes. Okay. So, we've got all these numbers,
Chop.
bunch of numbers, but they don't really mean anything to us in the game yet. Because we have to find what these numbers have an effect on our dice. So when we actually roll a d20, what are we adding or subtracting from our dice roll to get our character's action? And from that, there's a little handy table, and read us out. So what if I have
So
a
each of
14?
these scores translates to a modifier that we're going to add to our dice rolls.
Yeah.
Right.
So 10 and 11 are just 0.
0.
0.
The equation is minus 10 divided by 2, I believe.
Yeah.
But in refer to the chart.
Anything below
10 becomes negative 1. So 9 is negative 1. I'm very weak.
12 and 13 are going to be plus 1.
Right.
So we've got a 13 in there.
Plus 1.
Plus 1.
14, 15 plus 2.
Plus 2. Plus 2. And 16.
That's 5.
I'm trying to cheat already. Plus 3.
So that's our best trait.
I'm very wise.
Yes.
So wizened. Cool. So now we know what Ripped is good at. You know, the things that I'm good at and bad at, as well as the things that I care about and the things that I want to do.
Excellent.
This is all coming together real well. And now that we have these numbers, we can start punching things in. So when we had 8 plus con for our max HP, we now know that that means 7.
Because it's our con of -1, our con modifier of -1 minus the 8.
Yeah.
Because we're a little bit frail, it means our health isn't going to be
So-
as good.
Our HP is going to be 7.
Yes.
Yes.
This is max HP, and this is your current HP. You can adjust that in game
Yeah.
if you take damage.
Essentially, max HP never has to change because it's always going to be your max. And then HP is like your actual when you're
So you
taking
your tally.
so you level up.
till I level up.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. And current health, hit dice, and hit dice are all talked about when you're choosing your
Yep.
class.
So our druid said D8.
Yeah.
So we're going to have one D8.
One because we're first level, so we get one D8, and we have one
One 8-sided die.
8-sided die.
Yeah.
So when we want to refresh or take a short rest, we'll get to use one 8-sided die and hopefully regain all of our health back. We can also plug this in. Now, this is gonna be good. Wisdom plus 3 because our modifier was
3.
plus 3.
So that's just wisdom, actually.
Oh yeah. So this is just
3.
Wisdom, no, because it's the casting
Ah,
ability.
right.
So this is going to be 2 plus 3, which is 5. So our spell attack is going to be plus 5. Clearly, very smart dude. And then our spell save is going to be
The number to beat.
13. Right?
Yay.
Excellent.
So they have to beat 13. Pretty good for a first level character.
Rock and roll.
All right.
We're going to go up to our skills and abilities.
Yep.
So this is where we can just take the base of every one that's in the brackets, plug it in, and if we have our proficiency,
Add it.
we'll add that +2, that proficiency bonus.
For example, acrobatics, dex. My mod is going to be 2, so I can just write in 2. I can go all the way down this list, and it's all going to essentially follow that. Wisdom. My modifier is going to be 3, so I'm just going to plug in 3. We're not going to do it. It's just pretty simple
Basic
number
stuff.
filling. Only thing is that if, like, in insight, you're trained there, so
You're proficient.
You're proficient.
Mhm.
So it's 3 plus another 2 because of my proficiency bonus. So that's 5. Clearly, I'm a very insightful man.
And
the
a
same-
lot of poignant points.
Same thing's gonna work with all our saves.
Poignant pies.
Poignant pies. Ooh. -1 on that, and Dex is going to be 2
+2.
on that, and because we're proficient at intelligence saving throws, it's going to be 2. Also, it would have been 0.
Etc. etc.
You fill it in. It's really, really straight going. On this area of the chart is where we can put in weapons, things like that.
Well, we can do that. We will pick some armor, some equipment and stuff because it's going to
Yeah.
affect our
Our
armor
stats.
class and
Right.
our thing. In the meantime, initiative we can plug in.
Yes, we can.
So initiative is based off your dexterity, how quick you are to draw.
Yep.
So we're just going to
Plus
simply
2.
add our.
We don't have any magic boots of quickness or anything like that.
No.
So, +2. And now our armor class. This
So,
is a very important thing.
Why don't we look at our equipment?
Yes. I'm going to say that I'm wearing light armor, and I'm going to be carrying a club.
Ooh.
Because it's a rolling pin.
Right.
Hey.
Right.
Gotta stay on brand.
Light armor.
Yes.
There it is. Padded, leather, studded. We're going to say we come with leather armor.
Yeah.
Pretty standard.
Pretty standard leather armor. So what is the modifier on that?
So it's the armor class is 11 plus dexterity
So
modifier.
I'm right there. Leather armor down there. Leather armor.
And it's a light armor, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Right. And remember, we're proficient in light armor.
So we can wear it.
We can wear it, yes.
We
If
couldn't
you're not
say
proficient in it, you just straight up can't.
we've
wear it.
never learned to use heavy armor, so we couldn't put it on.
Yeah.
We'd fumble around.
But light leather armor good.
Yeah.
And it's,
So 11 plus dexterity modifier is going to be our armor class.
so we have a +2 in dexterity, which means that we're gonna have 13.
As the armor class.
So that's going to be what people are going to try to beat when they try to beat us.
Not bad. Not bad at
Heat
all.
us.
Eat us.
Eat us.
Eat us.
Eat us.
Eat us.
Good.
Nice.
End of
Perfect.
joke. End of joke.
End of joke.
We're moving on. So, and you said a club.
Absolutely.
So club here I see. It's based off of strength.
Strength.
Roll off the side there.
So, because we are proficient in club,
Mhm.
we know how to club.
Yes.
We're gonna add our
You know, a
proficiency
little bit
bonus.
of
We did
sandstorm,
Yeah.
a little bit of ecstasy, and pacifier. We go clubbing often.
Right.
Yeah, good.
So we're gonna add our strength because it's a strength-based weapon
Absolutely.
and a proficiency.
I thought we were going to be a dexterous fighter.
But you pick a club.
And we're sticking to it.
So maybe we want to pick an F. So it's what to hit? Just our strength?
Plus proficiency.
So that's going to be +3.
Yes.
Right.
So this means that you really want to pick weapons you're good at and proficient at, because
Mhm.
+3's not the best.
So if you're
You can do better.
Yeah, we
right.
can do better.
So if you're rolling an attack, you add the 3 to your dice roll, and then that has to be your armor class, which we just
Or the
previously-
enemy's armor.
The enemy's
Mm.
armor class. Yeah, of course. If you want to hit them.
Exactly. So the damage it gives me here is 1 4-sided dice, 1d4, and then we're gonna add plus
Plus.
Oh yeah,
strength, +1.
+1.
Yep. Our strength is what's driving
Our
this attack.
strength modifier. Right.
Yep. The type
Type.
is gonna be bludgeoning damage.
Bludgeoning.
So it's gonna crush people.
Range is gonna be just 5 because it's 5 feet.
Yep.
Standard.
In front of us.
Ammo.
Nope.
Thanks, Marco.
Properties light. That's what
Fantastic.
gets us there. Well, why don't we say we have a club on one hand, we have a dagger on the other.
Absolutely.
This time a dagger.
Dagger.
So this is, because it's finesse, it means we can use it with finesse. We get to
Right.
use our dexterity.
When
It's
you're
not all
scoring-
about driving the dagger, it's about being nimble with it.
Yeah, placing the dagger. So when you're scoring the
throat.
top of the pie,
Ah, yes,
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 you're
yes.
scoring the top.
When you're slicing the pie to
Right,
give it to somebody.
Exactly.
Chopping the veggies.
Right.
Mincing.
It's a savory pie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he makes savory and sweet pies.
Absolutely.
Of course.
So we're going to take our proficiency, and our dexterity. Stick them together.
+4.
Boom.
5.
Why?
Oh no, you're right. I did my math wrong. This is also D4.
1d4
Plus
plus, and now it's Dex
2.
2.
There you go.
Pipe, piercing. Pie.
Pierk.
Pie.
Pie.
5.
Everything's pie.
Range
Range.
3.14.
So, so a dagger can also be thrown,
Yes.
unlike a club. A club doesn't sail through the air, a dagger does, and it gives us a range of 20 to 60.
20/60.
So I can throw 20 feet, no problem.
60.
I can throw up to 60 feet with a disadvantage,
Mhm.
because it's a little bit harder, and the dagger just won't fly farther than 60 feet.
Yeah. Ammo. I'm just gonna write 1. I only have 1 dagger. Properties.
Finesse.
Yes. Cool.
Great.
Got armor and daggers. What's next?
You got a clap. You got the clap.
You got
I
the clap.
I got the clap. No, I don't have a clap.
Mr. Pieman's looking like quite the character.
Yeah,
He's
he's
coming together.
filled out. He's pretty robust.
Mhm.
As I grow and as I develop, I will start putting in my class features and things like that at level 3.
As a druid, you get to learn to shapeshift or call upon animals.
Yeah.
We can start putting that in these class features, stuff like that. Oh, we forgot our background.
Yes, which is
Guild artisan.
guild artisan. But really, at this level, you could take Ripped Pieman out and play.
You ready to go?
Yep.
He is ready. I mean, it was, what was this? 20 minutes, 30 minutes?
2 hours.
Really doesn't take that much time, and I know there's a lot of numbers. They all make sense after a while. It's really not that intimidating once you get used to it.
It's like setting up your internet.
Yeah.
A little bit techie,
Yeah.
and then it just opens up a world of possibilities.
Yeah.
Exactly. Great analogy.
Is there anything else we'd like to say?
I think this is a full, complete character, and as you level up, it gives you literal instructions on how to level up, step by step. It's very, very, very
A couple other classes play a little differently. You might have to do a little bit more writing down the spells if you're a wizard,
Absolutely.
or some maneuvers or stuff like that if you're a fighter.
But generally, read the text. It's fun to read the text.
At least self-explanatory.
Yeah. Generally, it's kind of polite to build your character before you show up to the game, just so that you don't have to do all that reading while everyone's waiting to play,
Ref.
like Raph. But other than that, jump in, have fun, and most of all, keep being yourself.
Yep, we're gonna float a link. Or
Grab it. Pull it down, Mark.
Pull it down.
There it is.
Ooh,
I think it just popped and settled into place, right?
Yeah.